All right, y'all. We getting ready to bring to the airwaves right now. Somebody we've been polying with this week. You know what I mean? Real talented individual, beautiful individual. I want to welcome to First Fan Radio tonight, all the way from VA. We got the National American Top Model 18 from VA, Goddess, and yeah, I got some questions for her tonight, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna go ahead and patch her on. And Goddess, what's going on? How you doing tonight?
Hey, what's up? I'm good. How are you?
We good, we good, we good. I'm glad you joined us tonight. I appreciate having you tonight. Um, so just for the listeners out there, introduce yourself.
So what's up, y'all? I'm Goddess. Like you said, I won National American Miss Top Model for 2018 for Virginia. It was a very hard title to get, and yeah, I'm glad that you invited me and thank you.
Now, what did you think about the whole ordeal? You know what I mean? Like, did you think you was gonna win when you first entered, and what inspired you to enter?
Um, I was confident that I was going to win, actually. What inspired me is during that time, I actually was going through something very tough. I was going through recovering from a stomach surgery.
Okay.
And I was like, maybe I should try something different, like go walk right after this stomach surgery. And I just went in and did it. And I actually won the title. And I was so proud of myself because that's hard to do right after surgery.
Yeah, yeah, I bet it. I bet. So that had you like nervous and everything. Like, yo, what if they don't like me and all of that? Um,
Yeah.
like, did like was it a steps like to recovery for you? Like, did you have to like get in the gym, start working, like trying to get yourself right for this pageant?
I was supposed to. I only had a week before the pageant. And the doctors was telling me, no, that's not a good idea.
Hmm.
I said, forget that. I'm gonna go. I'll recover afterwards. I was feeling bad during the pageant, but it
Yeah.
actually helped me push through it.
And how was your support system at the time? Like, like what was that like? Your friends, family?
Um, they're a little frustrated with me, but they know I'm very
Yeah.
minded. And once I put my mind to something, I'm gonna go do it.
Facts. Facts.
Mhm.
Um, how had that experience shaped you for being an artist? What inspired you to start a career in modeling and having those experience? Have those experiences helped you with music? Like, did that push you towards music, or that was something you was always involved in?
Music was something I was always involved in, but I never put myself really out there. I'm just starting back into music and actually putting myself out there. So I think that challenge and putting it together actually helped me want to start doing music.
Yeah, facts. That's what's up. What is your favorite aspect of being a model? What challenges have you faced besides the one you just mentioned? With the industry, not the obstacle you overcame, but like when getting into this industry, like what's some of the challenges you had, like trying to like state your claim now. It's now that
Yeah.
you won.
A lot of jealousy. I deal with that a lot in the industry. Just people trying to compete with me. It's a hard industry to get into. It's a hard industry to keep your title, and people respect that. But for me, I'm just genuinely me, and
Yeah,
I'm not changing that for nobody. So once I put my mind to it, I'm gonna do it. I don't care what your opinion is.
that's facts. That's what's up. I like that.
Mhm,
Um,
mhm,
are there any specific modeling gigs or experiences that stand out
mhm.
as particular, like something that's more memorable besides the pageant itself? Like, is there any moments that you had in the industry that was like, yo, that was dope? I did, something like, maybe it was a music video award show or something.
Okay.
Just being a modeling for that,
Yeah. So actually when I was 7, I had tried out for Disney Channel. I made the final cut. I actually was supposed to be on Jessie,
Okay.
playing the little girl role. But I declined it. But
What?
I was very proud. Yeah. I was focused on basketball at the time. I played college basketball for 2 years.
Where you
So
play?
I played at Penn State University.
Oh, you was in PA?
Yeah.
What's up? All right, Jeff. We're gonna go look at the tapes. But yeah. Uh, so yeah, continue. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
it's it's
I'm in the East
okay.
Coast.
Yeah, so that was one of the best moments I had, like, as a little girl. I
Mhm.
also did a recent show, to actually send a little girl to prom, and help raise money for that. It was a runway show actually located in Richmond, so I was kinda happy to do that and see how it went back into the community, not just for me.
That's dope.
Mm,
That's dope. Yeah, that's big right there. You know what I mean? Giving
yeah.
back, you know what I'm saying? And then just like this whole ride with being a model, like I know you get calls for videos all the time, and then it's like you know, it's about a lot of sex, like being sexy in these videos. So like, do you get a lot of hate from like, you know, some of these women that like the thick girls with the, you know, the body, big, you
Mhm.
know, bottom, top, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's some of the things you go through that? Because you look like you about like I'm not sure how tall you are, but if you play basketball and you model, you got to be between 5'7" and 5'10" or something.
That's wrong. I'm 5 foot, okay? Very short. Yeah, very
I'm
wrong.
wrong. Sorry about that. I was being I
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah. So I'm 5 foot, very short.
okay.
I do deal with a lot of jealousy. I hear it all the time. Oh, she's lucky to be in that video. How did she get that position?
Yeah,
Um, just because of my size, I'm very petite. But
yeah.
the difference is I'm confident and I'm humble.
And you
A lot of
hum.
models have A lot of models have trouble with that, being humble. You have to be very humble when you're modeling.
Definitely. I imagine. So it get real petty behind the scenes.
It do.
I'm assuming it do because because if you going against these girls and they saying that they like, you know, and then what well let me ask you this, what's your in this industry that model, preferably the ones in like hip hop videos that get like BBLs and everything else, like, you know, um how do you get a lot of hate from
It's
them?
a mixture of everybody, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah.
My opinion. Uh,
How, how, how do you feel about like women who get like their body altered to get in this business? What's your
I
thoughts on that?
personally don't agree with it. I don't like it. I feel like you should just be yourself and people will accept it or they either don't. And I never been the type of person to just try to change myself for someone to like me or feel better about myself. That's what
Yeah.
the gym is for. And other things.
That's what the gym is for. Facts. Like, you know what I mean? Um,
Mhm.
what genre of music do you feel most connected to? And how does it influence your creative process?
I would say gospel.
Gospel.
I have a
I was
strong
waiting to
relationship
find
with
out what
God.
genre of music this was. So can you share your favorite song that you released or that you're working on? Like, I know you said we can't hear it until it's done, but
Yeah.
can you share some intimate details?
um, One I'm working on right now is called Go Get It. Um, it has a mixture of gospel and R&B. It's just about chasing your dreams, but always putting God
Okay.
first before you do anything. Yeah.
Facts. A lot of people don't give praise enough, you know what I mean? Especially in the day and age we living in right now. It's like it's
Right.
not enough praise, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that you just emphasize that, you know what I mean?
Mm.
What what made you want to like get into the music though, like far as, you know, going that route?
Um, So my baby brother passed in 2021.
My
That was
condolences.
Thank you. That was a very hard time for me. Still grieving with that. And like I started writing more during that time when he passed away, even when he was in the hospital. So after he passed, I kind of went through a transition stage. I'm like, I really need to put my music out there so people can hear and see how I got through it. And maybe it can help someone else.
Definitely. And it's kind of therapeutic too. It sounds like it gave you some sort of relief.
Yes.
There, that's what's
Yeah.
up. Um, what? So you never said what was your favorite song though, like that you work. I know you got some songs that's your favorite, and if I'm correct, that's your favorite one right there.
It is.
It is. That
It
so that it
is.
got to sound powerful. I can't wait to hear it.
Yes.
Um, so like performing wise, like or like how are you? How would you describe your unique style and like both modeling and music? Like as a gospel host and a praise dancer, how do you incorporate your faith into your musical performances?
So I use what I've been through, like all my testimonies and everything. I put that in my music, so you'll hear a little bit of what I go through or
Yeah,
went through my music, and that's how I get through things and use faith and talk to God about everything.
that's what's up. That's what's up. So now I gotta ask, then you are you in church every Sunday or
So I watch church online right now, currently.
that's still being in
Um,
church? I give you credit.
yeah,
No
okay.
judge.
Yeah,
I think since COVID, everybody's just say, you know what, I'm gonna just hit them, catch them online, and thank the churches for letting us be able to do that online. Also,
right.
give praise. Um, before pursuing music, what was your fallback career, and do you still engage with any of that in any capacity?
Uh, well, yeah, I'm in the healthcare field.
Okay, that's what's
Um,
up.
yeah.
That's
It's
what's up.
tiring, but it's rewarding.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And when you say rewarding, describe it. Like, I mean, did you ever see yourself being a model, working in the healthcare field, and you know, and reaping the rewards from that on the back end without depending solely on the modeling and everything else?
Mm. Absolutely, I always saw myself in the healthcare field.
Yeah,
Um,
from day one.
always, day
That's
one. Yes.
what's up. I like that. You know what I mean? How do you believe your experiences outside of music um have influenced your approach to your music career?
Oh, well, life. Life teaches
Feel like
you a
you're living
lot.
more, like
Yeah.
like I can do anything. Like um now are you like cocky too? Like when you show up, like because these girls, like you 5'2", like they're like little girl, you know what I mean?
No, humble.
Humble.
Very, very
See
humble.
that. So I believe you're very humble though. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And like far as I know you got some stuff with the project you're working on, but do you have a release date for us?
I'm thinking
Be
May
a minute.
31st.
May 31st?
Maybe. I
Maybe.
haven't I haven't made a
Yeah, I want to
decision
hear
yet,
this.
or maybe June.
I want to hear this. Um,
Yes.
so I asked you about, the project. Do you got any collaborations on there? Because I know you part of the Fleet DJs, and
Yeah.
what I mean, you connected. You're very well connected. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Fleet DJs, everybody.
Yes.
I see we got somebody trying to join us too in the queue. I'm gonna get to y'all in 1 second. Um, I think this J
Um,
Soul, J Soul
oh,
Music.
that's my producer right there
Yeah, hold
in
on. We're gonna
Texas.
bring Mr. J Soul. Mr. J Soul, what's going on there, sir?
What's going on, good brother? How are you?
I'm wonderful, man. You know what I mean? I'm blessed, man, and I'm blessed to be talking to this young lady right here. And I thought I was gonna get a sneak peek at the track tonight, but she told me it's I don't we don't have access. But now that I'm talking to you, Mr. Producer, Now we don't have to play it on air. I ain't gonna say that, but maybe we could get a little sneak peek.
I mean, I could, or I could just build up the anticipation of what this lovely young lady can actually do.
Damn, the
You know,
anticipation. Yeah, I know it's a big record too. It sound like just from the way you responded just now, that lets me know that yeah, you know,
well, I mean,
um,
I ultimately always want to put my best foot forward, and when you have someone with the capability that she has, you want to
definitely.
make sure that everything fits and moves in that direction.
Correct.
So I'm a whole album close to the vest. So yeah, absolutely.
I ain't mad at you. You know what I mean? Y'all welcome here anytime too, man, because we're gonna have to debut that. And my DJ couldn't be with me tonight. You know what I mean? I would love for y'all to meet him because he's big into music and he loves everything. He plays it all. Um, Mr. J Soul, man, just for the people who don't know you and let everybody know who you are, where you located, and let them know what you do.
I mean, I bring life experiences to music, cut and dry. I'm originally from Houma, Louisiana, now reside in Houston, Texas, and
A
it's
big
because of
tech,
Fleet that I got introduced to this young lady here. So you know, that's
that's
that.
big.
It's easy.
Yeah, that's family. That's big stuff. Um, and I know she got to get out of here in a minute too. Um, I want to ask you, how can what advice would you give to aspiring artists who want to break into the modeling and music industries? Is there anything you would like to share with somebody that's young right now that's
Hmm.
aspiring to be a producer or artist? And this question for both of y'all too. That's aspiring to be an artist, producer, actor, whatever it is they want to do in life. Um, what advice would you give them?
Um, I'm gonna tell you, do it for the love, because if you do it for the money, then you might not always be compensated for the gift that you have.
Definitely,
You never know who that music can touch, and you want to make sure that you represent yourself and your brand and your music to the fullest potential, because you don't know what's going to take off. So if you put your best foot forward and give your 100% in everything that you do, then you don't have to worry about that.
definitely.
Absolutely. And I will also say, just be yourself. Like, I feel like some people try to force things. If you just be
Yeah,
yourself, the right people will come and help you. You'll have the right support. And yeah, and don't let nobody tell you can't do nothing because you can do it.
don't let nobody tell you that. And we just went through the collabos here. I got two more questions before get to the music and stuff like that. Um, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years, whether it's with modeling or music?
I see myself making it big with modeling and music, like far as the gospel industry. I have a lot of connections, and I feel like if I put my all into it, and I know I will, I can make it really big.
Definitely. I also see, like you mentioned earlier, the Disney Channel and everything. Is acting off the table for you?
No, it's not. It's not. I
Yeah,
actually got
yes.
an opportunity to be on Tyler Perry. So
Oh,
I
that's
got to
what's
make a
up.
decision on that. Yeah.
That's what's up. Is there anything else you want to like share with the listeners out there? Anybody with, about your project or your social media handles and everything?
No, just stay in tune. I'm not a big talker on what I'm working on. I just
Yeah,
like to show the results.
I appreciate that. I hope to
Yeah.
hear something soon, even if it's a snippet. We got to get Mr. J Soul to like just send over a jingle or something. We like listen. We play music over. I know a lot of people don't play, but like we still do the mixtapes and blends and stuff. You know what I mean? So it'd be dope to have some new music to bring to the airwaves here in Jersey and the tri-state area. You know what I mean? And definitely if y'all can, man, whenever. The email, everything is there. I want to definitely thank y'all for coming on, and don't be a stranger, man. I'm on every Thursday. Whatever y'all got going on, y'all want to promote. Y'all got a new music video. We'd love to watch it, see it, you know what I mean, expose it to other people. Um, I know a lot of people probably gonna get this late. I think I missed everybody tonight, but I'm gonna put everything out there, you know what I mean, that any artist brings to us. And I want to be the first to have y'all gospel project here because I
Oh,
work with a lot of different nonprofits and churches out this way. So it'd be dope to hear what this lady could do right here. Because I just hearing y'all, you know what I mean, I could tell like it's something, you know what I mean, important,
I
you
mean,
know
I'm
what I
proud of
mean?
her, man. Like, and it's I don't want to give her a rose. I'm just gonna go ahead and just give her a whole garden. I am extremely proud of this young lady. Um,
thank
you
That's
asked her
what's
when
up.
she said 7 5 years. I'm gonna go ahead and just put it on out there and just say she gonna have a Grammy. Um,
Oh
so
yeah.
just yeah, absolutely phenomenal.
thank you.
So and I just want to say this to the listeners out there and the viewers out there right now. If y'all don't know who she is, we put the information down um at the bottom, you know what I mean? And what we're gonna do is if y'all want to, check out some of her stuff, you know what I mean, check out, you know what I mean, a lot of the photos, this woman right here really has classy photos. Like I could see these people in this industry, and I know it's like a lot of pressure, but you handling it hands down with no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I want to give you your roses too. If anytime y'all want to come back, whatever y'all doing in the community, um, hell, if y'all might have an artist or somebody that wants to, get their feet wet. Never be afraid to bring them on, man. Y'all welcome back, man. This is First Fan Radio. We appreciate y'all jumping on. You know what I mean, giving us y'all time, and any way we could support, just let us know.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for having us.
Thank y'all for coming on, man. Like I thought I was gonna get into a little bit of the music. I wanted to check that power right now, but we're gonna definitely be in contact. Like I said, we got your information at the bottom down here. Um, and we're gonna get into some music late night. So if y'all still up, you know what I mean, tune into the music show. We got some powerful tracks for people from around the world. We love, for everybody to share more music. So I really appreciate having y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. And y'all have a safe night.
You
Peace,
too.
blessings,
All right.
love.
You too.